There we go. This is today's game. Welcome to Lil Guardsman. After playing a couple longer story games, I've had, you know, some combat going on and some more heavy topics going on. No, I didn't know you've been learning German. At least I don't think I did. Awesome, that's awesome. How are you doing with it? It's fun. Happy to hear that. I think you're the first person that heard saying that they learn German and it's fun. Anyway, yes, Lil Guardsman. Very simple game. It's gonna be a point-and-click adventure. I guess you can play two ways. So what I don't know it's about from the trailer, but we'll see what the game has in store for us. So we're basically going to be this little fella here. Her name is Lil, and she is the town guardsman. So we're gonna sit at our booth, and people are gonna pass by asking for entrance into the town, and we're gonna go yay or nay. And we'll see how that goes. But that's why I say I guess you can play two ways. You can, I mean, obviously you're gonna have some more trustworthy folks, some more sketchy folks, and I guess depending on who you let into town, the story's gonna change. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Because I'm in A1. Oh, that's amazing, Pluvio. So, of me already speaking two languages. Yeah, I mean, that's also something that's basically shown through studies that the more languages you already speak, the easier it is for you to learn a new language. I mean, it also depends on what languages you already know and what language you're learning. So if, you know, languages are in the same family, like or relatively similar, you're gonna have an easier time. But it also helps to like only know more than one language. Might be no helpful. Oh yeah, I mean, even if you struggle, and yeah, you're gonna probably encounter some grammar stuff that's gonna be tough, but try to keep it joyful. As long as you keep it joyful, it's easier to learn. Everything is easier to learn if you keep the joy in it. Afrikaans being from Dutch being the same form as German. Yeah. That probably is a huge factor that benefits you here, I would say. Yeah.
And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes. A small child, unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight. A decision of immense importance. A decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice. You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
Lil!
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Uh-oh, not the talk. Also, Pluvia, I totally feel that. That happens to me all the time as well. Both in German and ironically, of course in English, but also in German. That I start second guessing myself on, oh, do you spell, is that how you spell that word? Is that correct grammar? Happens all the time.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Yep.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life.
Oh boy.
What? Dad, you don't have to do this.
You really don't. You really don't have to do this. No, not the talk, not the talk.
When they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
Oh.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
The last one. Want to throw rocks at things.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility.
Oh, don't hit me with the responsibility.
I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Okay, just really quickly, love that poster. That Beatles knockoff. Also love the typewriter next to this clock. Fantastic. And the Game Boy.
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on. I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up.
Love the hair too. Lil has amazing hair.
Okie dokie. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Sure.
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
Thumbs up for the tutorial. Let's go.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring.
Hello, right back, man. Won't get in trouble for me doing your job, but also I want to throw rock the string. Honestly, that kind of ambiguity is my kind of humor. Resident Asmaker reporting for duty. Let's go.
Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
Oh, thanks. Lovely.
Bingo. Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
Hamish.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
We put it in the inventory. Nice.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Can select it. There's tools for there on the wall. Okay, so there I have multiple options, but I can only do 3 actions.
Not really. What do we need tools for?
It might be. I also own Papers, Please. I haven't played it yet, so you tell me if this is the same concept.
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirly-gigging the ceremonial first slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
Oh god. Alright, select any highlighted element to learn about. Oh, okay. So we have the phone.
Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help, but all they'll really give you is their opinion.
Okay.
You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, captain of the guards, and technically our boss.
Okay. Lieutenant Stryker.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
Okay.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
And finally, the royal jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Why can't we call the jester?
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake!
Oh boy.
Each call costs an action point.
Alright, got it.
Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why do the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
Yes, you asked that question.
No more questions.
Hey, just think about decoder ring, okay, metal detector, truth spray, X-ray, bullwhip.
No humming.
Boring.
This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls.
Do not use on trolls, okay, why not?
Truth spray. You spray it, and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does.
Should I spray you with it and find out if it's really the truth?
It's a metal detector. You figure it out.
You figure it out. Maybe it detects gummy balls.
You can use this decoder ring to decode things.
No shit!
Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code.
Okay, cool. Okay, what the fuck is that? The Royal Writ. First thing to do when you start your shift is take a look. Alright. If the Castle Guard Corps... Wait, if the Castle Guard Corps can achieve a good star rating this month, there will be a pizza party at the barracks. Note: strict one slice limit per guardsman. From the desk of Councilwoman Ash, there will be a demonstration in the city square this evening held by members of the Mages Guild. If any of the speakers come through your gate, please call my office to initiate their escort and secondary screening. Congratulations to Guardsman Randy on 35 years at his post. After a 6-month undercover operation at the Sprawl Coven for the Elderly, a group of sweet Grammys? Or is it meant to say grannies? A group of sweet Grammys and Grampies were discovered to be trafficking illegal drugs into and out of the city. While not every old person is to be treated as a drug mule, please be vigilant when dealing with somebody's grandparents. Stryker. Depressed Joker seeks person with funny name. If you call and pique my interest, there's a cash bonus in it for you, Malcolm. By royal decree. A lot of information you need to do this job. Okay. So this is like our quests. Hey, Hotshot Hey, Lightbrick. Pizza party, sign me up for the Castle Guard. Everyone's reporting for duty today. Yeah, right. You're right, Lineback. Your joke was your joke was on point. Alright, can select the royal route anytime. It won't cost any action points. Oh, nice. Okay, so we can check up on our quests. Alright, this is our backpack. I guess this is our inventory.
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people give you, or that you confiscate from them. In other words, your sweet, sweet loot.
Ooh, loot.
Looking in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point.
Okay, awesome.
I already told you, selecting the person means you interrogate them and hear more of their story. It's the best way to find out someone's true intentions. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, because people lie. Everyone. To quote Dr. House, everyone lies.
Sometimes using a tool will do the job better, or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know, you can spend all 3 action points just interrogating them for all I care. You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing. Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn, but sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Sometimes?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so just pick a damn lever already.
Select the tool to make your decision. Should we be mean? No, let's be friendly. She gave us a cinnamon roll after all.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip, never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Thanks.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait,
Nate.
It's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
More like I'm being forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
If it's only for today, this game's going to be a short game, and I doubt that. Also, Granson's not getting any inheritance, or he's getting a big inheritance. Any of those.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe me, he does.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
Let's go. You nailed the tutorial. Good job. Alright, demonstration from the Mages Guild. Alright, let's see.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young Gateminder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos. I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild.
Ah.
Will you require anything further?
I mean, let's try interrogating, but I'm pretty sure that's just the kind of person we have to call the councilwoman on.
What's your speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech, therefore, would only serve to confuse and frighten you.
Okay, now we can trust, tease, or doubt. Let's doubt.
I doubt that. I think I could figure it out.
Many non-magical beings have attempted to learn the arts, and many of those have gone mad trying to even comprehend them. Be warned.
Now the question is... should I do anything else? No, let's keep it simple for now, and let's call... who was it? Councilwoman.
I'm so glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
You're welcome. Read the writ and followed orders. Good little guardsman. I feel like I'm being patted on the head. Good little guardsman.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me. Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once. It was his week with them. No, I'm sorry. It was his and his new girlfriend Callie's week with them. And do you want to know what the kids say about her? They say she's fun. I'm sure the letter they wrote is all about her. Can't decode it to save my life, though. My kid's writing is so lousy.
I don't understand. Do you stop being fun when you reach a certain age?
No, you just get more tired.
That's very eligible. Okay, should we try the X-ray? The whip?
This woman's having a rough day. I'd rather save the charge.
I haven't had someone see me in my skivvies since... Ugh, I guess Orlando.
Okay, so I cannot even use it. Interesting. Can I use the metal detector?
This woman has been through enough. I'd rather save the charge.
I mean, I guess... Or should I interrogate her further?
Kelly really really hit it off with our children, Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. She's got a lot of energy and gives us special treats.
That's nice. But what district are you going to?
What district? I told you. The address is on that letter I showed you. It's the only thing written that's legible. You'd need a decoding spell or something to read the actual letter. I love my kids.
Oh.
Maybe your kids aren't as crazy about Kelly as you think.
Do you really think I'd make something like this up? I have better things to do. At least I wish I did.
Okay, see, I didn't think of that. Done.
I don't know how to tell you this, but there's more to this letter than meets the eye. There's a hidden message written here. It says, "Come, son, mommy, Kelly is Nightmare." Does that make sense to you?
Oh my god! My boys don't know how to spell! But also that thing about Kelly being the worst!
Alright, let's admit her.
Thanks! Don't worry, Polyphemus, Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you!
Good luck.
Gertrude is the decoder ring. I needed a little bit of a big hint for that. Didn't judge a book by its cover, and you knew to stand in the way of a mama bear and her cubs.
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up? Why have we stopped, Whelp?
Well, sir, the guard.
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, Whelp!
Yes, sir.
Excuse me?
Now, you child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg. BS waits for no man.
BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Uh-huh. 6 months undercover parish at the Sprawl Coven for the elderly. Mm-hmm.
What kind of business do you have at the bank today, sir?
I shan't be airing the details of my BS appointment with some nosy little brat tending the gate. Mind your business or you'll get the whip, child!
Oh, yes, we mustn't keep you from your ever so important meeting. BS is right.
Get the whip! Get the whip! Get the whip!
I'm sorry, sir. I was just slouching only for a second. I'll make sure that none of the blood gold falls out of its case.
You nincompoop! It wasn't me using the whip. If it was, believe me, you'd feel it.
Wait a second. Did he say blood gold? Isn't that illegal?
He didn't say blood gold, he said bloody gold. It's a form of slang he must have picked up from somewhere. Isn't that right, you bloody idiot?
Apparently I whipped the little guy. I intended to whip, you know, the bastard.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars. I think I need to hold on to these.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, of course. Just remember, if you make any form of profit off of those, you're as much to blame as I am. Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster, let me pass.
Can I use the X-ray as well?
I already know about the gold. I'd rather save the crystal.
You know what? You're gonna be denied.
It's the goblin's fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creatures. What about this? Let me through the gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like the cur he is.
But sir, the gold!
Silence! All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go. But you will rue the day you crossed me.
You fought the blood guild traffic on your first damn day. Legend! Oh yeah, pick up the phone.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn.
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay, and where exactly is... She hung up.
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl? Huh, I just got that. Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches.
Garby Bunches? Funny name. But that's gotta be made up. I'm gonna have to see some documentation.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
He's right. Everything is in order.
I just can't wait to get in the mix and figure out what kind of merchant this place really needs. Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
That sounds like a pretty messed up childhood.
Says the unaccompanied child at the castle gate.
Touché.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
I look forward to buying... something.
I mean, I want to try calling Malcolm. I'm also wondering if I should use one of my tools. I do look forward to participating in capitalism with you. Talks like the other comedian guy and some voices characters in kids' movies whose name I can think of. I mean, to me, he isn't super suspicious, but maybe, I don't know, do a metal detector?
I was sure that I would detect something.
I sent all my belongings ahead of me, with everything I'll need to set up shop.
I don't really care about that.
I don't really care whether or not you really care.
Unfortunately, I cannot use the whip again. It's not charged up. So yeah, let's call Malcolm.
Garby Bunches. Where have I heard that name before? Wait a minute. Ask him if he's descended from Garbanzo the Terrible.
Are you related to Garbanzo the Terrible?
Yep, my great-great-great-great-grandpappy Garbanzo.
OMG, tell him I'm a huge fan. I've got so many questions. Like, why did he use an ice cream scoop? How did he dispose of all that mess?
This isn't helpful.
You're not helpful.
Alright, let's admit him.
Can you smell that?
No, what?
The trash barge? Yeah, it comes through on the weekends. The smell only lingers for a couple of days.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity. See you around.
Who would have known that a funny name would lead to connecting Justin Malcolm, one of his historical heroes? Good job. No more folks, time to close up shop. Due to your exceptional job performance, you were paid 30 gold for this shift. Oh. You're rich. Okay, what now? The dig site. Oh, of course. The reek of opportunity. Ammonia, hydrogen, uranite, all pretty basic stuff. Machines like this are a relatively new discovery in this sprawl. Lil notices the word Commander Keen among the inscrutable technical jargon. Smells like capitalism.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the South Gate.
Ah, of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Ha! Sake of time. Do you get it?
No.
No.
Trust me, you will.
Alright, tell me.
Who are you again?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy.
Hey Gala, welcome in, Lil Gaming.
But you can call me B.
B. Alright, B. What up?
Gotcha. And what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version?
The long version.
Hit me with some of that sweet exposition, baby.
This place is known as the dig site.
How creative.
We stand at the site upon which power crystals were first discovered.
The power crystals that I use for the tools in the guard shed?
Those and every other technological marvel of our lifetimes.
Tell me more.
The power crystal was discovered completely by accident. 80 years ago, on this site, an iconic dwarven heavy metal band performed to celebrate the coronation of Princess Desdemona's grandfather, King Artemis. At the moment of a particularly rumpus drum solo, the vibrations opened up a chasm, swallowing the entire stage and the musicians, and a few dozen enthusiastic fans.
Dark.
Legend says the band emerged from the chasm adorned in the glowing magical rocks, or what we know as power crystals today.
That must have looked awesome.
Very awesome, but there's more. Whether by fate or the actions of an inebriated mage, the bass player was struck by a lightning bolt, and the crystals in her cape and beard absorbed the electric discharge.
Wait. So first is a concert, then on that concert there just happens to be a rift forming, under which just happened to be a cave full of magical crystals, and then the bass player gets hit by lightning. What's the chance on that?
Everything that previously relied on magic within a 5-mile radius lit up and was charged for weeks.
Hardcore.
Very hardcore. A massive industry sprung up and developed the multitudes of ways we use power crystals, which ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity for the Sprawl, making our city-state the world power it is today.
Gotcha. But what does this have to do with me?
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay, but again, what does this have to do with me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000?
Ooh.
And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened? I was just at the dig site. Now I'm back here somehow? Oh, quick pants check. No pee at least. Great.
Okay, sorry, I didn't want to click that option, whatever it was. I guess freak out, I think. I want to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
Check this out. You were about to tell me you need a gate guard to come down to the dig site, right?
My word, you gate guards are intuitive. I hope they're paying you a more than fair wage.
They probably aren't, the way my dad complains about it. She hung up. Again.
Why, hello there. I've come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a...
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a traveling merchant or something?
No, you get Caleb. In this game, it's so far very simple. We'll see how the story progresses. We are Lil, the little girl here, filling in for her dad as a castle guardsman. So basically, people stop by. We have a couple tools to use on them if they're in any way suspicious, and then we just decide who gets granted entry and who doesn't.
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Kind of. The name is Garby Bunches.
This is so weird. I swear I already dealt with this guy. I can either do the same thing as I did last time, or maybe this is a chance to try something different.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
That's what I'm trying to decide, Garbs.
Regardless, here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade for confirmation.
He's right. Everything is in order. I need to get this guy processed and get my butt back to the dig site. I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the lever.
Can you smell that?
I think then you said something about opportunity.
You got it. See you around.
I mean, I just have no reason to don't admit him this time.
I need to get back to the dig site to figure out what just happened.
We time traveled, darling. Also, I love the music. Okay, let's talk to B.
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do for the sake of time. Sake of time. Do you get it?
I already told you no. Oh, wait, I actually do.
My name is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological...
Logical research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been through this before.
Not Trixie.
I'd prefer if you called me B.
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered and you used them to make a time machine. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine, and now I'm pretty sure I'm just traveled back through time and I'm kind of freaking out here. Any questions?
Magic mushrooms?
Wait, why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device. May I present the Chronometer 3000? Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to me. Well, not really, but you were gonna give it to me, I think. You were in the middle of explaining.
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
Can you blame me?
Yes, but it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space and time. That risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, red buttons are the most seductive, Pluvio.
At any rate, I think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard to use the device.
Oh, you have a willing gate guard.
And allow me to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Right people?
Right people.
You mean only the people who agree that bacon belongs on burgers?
Individuals or groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community and castle.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications. One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the sprawl.
So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old who worked exactly one day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you?
For the love of all that's holy, no.
Oh, well, perhaps another time. My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the sprawl that you gate guards do.
Has she considered the fall of the sprawl is too catchy for something you don't want to happen?
Academia, am I right? So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate is a calculated risk worth taking.
Oh, what you wouldn't do for time machine?
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly, and definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly watch people trip and fall over and over again.
There we go.
You'd want that?
I have a feeling you're not using your science experiments to their full potential.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside the guard shed.
Ah, rats.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout.
Okay.
However, I've hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. Hack is the key word, though. I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you soon, and we will see what else you might be ready for. Thank you, Lil. The world thanks you.
No pressure.
You can do this. Just try not to break space and time. I'm not kidding.
No guarantees.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for 1 day. Oh well. It's getting pretty late. I should head home.
Oh, the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Legend has it that this neon sign was made by a company that makes custom neon signs. I love the blend of technology and eras here. You have a TV, neon sign, old jukebox. This is so funny. Remember this working when you were little. Pretty great collection of tunes. Your dad always says if you ever save enough money, you could chip in to get it fixed. I do have some gold bars. Is that enough? Only 50? You're kidding me. This isn't the nicest place in town, but there's also a fire going. And the goods tavern bask in bisexual neon lighting and sit by the fire in front of what's a jukebox. Loving the vibe. Alright, let's talk to Daddy.
Hey, hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
Bye, Half-Darling. Thanks for coming by. Have a great rest of your day.
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
And now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
I got this off an old mean type of guy. He had an assistant that he just kept walloping and walloping. I don't think he likes his work.
This is perfect! Arda, a round for everybody! I'll be right back after I call my guy. Thanks again, Lil.
Oh boy.
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come down to the dig site.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Whatever, just listen.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I remember to turn off the light. I think. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine, and when I touched the time machine, I went back in time. Then she gave me the time machine to use when I worked the guard shed for you, but it only works at the guard shed, so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool, and it only works for me.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work another shift.
Wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all you need to do is ask.
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories so she can be more like her old man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time and I demand to be taken seriously!
You go, girl.
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adorable. But honestly, Lil, you can cover for me anytime you like. You're probably doing a better job than me anyways.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Oh boy.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get upstairs to bed, Missy. Good night, Lil.
Good night, Dad. Maybe someday you'll believe me. Good luck with your gambling.
I don't need luck.
That's where they keep the good stuff. Honor will only open bottle for people she knows will pay the tab.
Whew, I'm pooped. That's enough adventure for one day. I'm ready to hit the sack.
Okay, on her way to the bar, Mrs. Abernathy accidentally walked into 2 more tutorials, causing her to be late to make a bet on the big Goblin Ball game. Her grandson's inheritance is safe. For now. Tiberius Aventatus gave his keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedoms and inspired most of the crowd. The divide between magical and non-magical beings grew a little more that night. He is indebted to Councilwoman Ash for her influence in facilitating his smooth admittance to this brawl. After the nieces picked up her kids, she moved them safely out of view, but not earshot, and gave Kelly a piece of her mind. Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. learned a handful of new words that day, but some they already knew. Due to a cunning confiscation and denying the old coot, Grumpkin D. Dankworth was unable to make his sizable deposit of illegal blood gold to BS, Bank of the Sprawl. Unfortunately, it happened on the same day of an unprecedented volume of cash withdrawals. This caused the bank to run and close early. People panicked. They burned the bank to the ground! Mr. Dankworth refused to donate money to have it rebuilt. Whoops! Gary Bunches found a vacant plot of land in the alley behind the Twisted Sisters Tavern and set up his Emporium of Wonders. He went back down.